Let's do a solar eclipse and Leo inspired 2-card tarot spreads and reading. Now this is a very general reading, so take it only if it resonates, and if not, you can use the spread to do your own reading even if it's not the solar eclipse. Also, if you are still learning to read, you can see the card and then pause the video or mute me and make your own interpretation and then check how I interpreted it to practice your readings. You don't need to like, comment or subscribe, but if you did, that would be cool. So the first position is, what do I need to release that is dimming my authentic self? And the second card is, how am I being called to shine and embody my authentic self? And the first card is the Chariot. So what do you need to release? So it seems like you might be constantly on the go, constantly trying to have control of everything around you, of other people, of situations, of even yourself, and just be go, go, go. And that might not give you space for you to actually stop and think, what do I actually want to do? What actually aligns with me? What does my heart want? So yes, so maybe release that need for control and always having to be all systems go, and try to stop and look at yourself and talk to yourself and look into your heart. Now, the second card is the Five of Swords. Now, this is interesting, especially if you're learning, because sometimes it's a little bit confusing when you have like a position of a spread that tells you what you need to embody more or have more, and you have a slightly less positive card. So if you're learning, this is a good experience for you. So basically what this card is telling you is to pick your battles. So the Five of Swords means usually conflict at all costs, having to win all of the arguments that you have, sometimes at a very high cost. It can cost you friendships, it can cost you energy, it can burn bridges. And sometimes those battles are in your head. So whether there is nothing to win, there is no argument there, and you create an argument for some reason, or you have an argument inside your head and you're having that argument with yourself. So what is asking you to do is that you are not allowed to shine and to embody your authentic self if you're constantly in your head and constantly in these battles. However, there are some that are worth fighting for. So the question is to pick your battles. Now, together with the Chariot card, which is quite interesting, it does seem like stopping to think might make you realize that there is no argument, there is no battle, or might make you realize that actually the ones that are most true to myself are the ones that are worth fighting for. And that can be even like having time for yourself, having space for yourself, not having to do everything, not having to be in control of everything. And that will leave space for you to shine and to understand what your authentic self is and to start acting and embodying your authentic self. So I hope this was useful, and I'll see you soon.